Um, Now that just killing a bunch of animals for food isn't particularly practical on most worlds. Of course, if you have a big continent world, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference, especially if you're always out exploring and stuff. You could kill a bunch of animals, but this world in particular, I'm fairly limited on land, so I can't really go about killing a bunch of animals yet. Obviously, my preferred way of getting food at this point is fishing. It's not the fastest way and probably not the most efficient, but it's the easiest. It really doesn't take long to get 2 string and sticks to make a fishing pole. And then from then on, you're pretty much set for fish. It's the most, in terms of setup, it's the quickest. Chances are you won't have a fully productive wheat farm going in on day one, which is the only way you could go faster than this, because unless you get in a cave, you can't really have much luck getting string unless you're fighting a spider the first night. So, and even if you do get a wheat farm set up on day one, unless you somehow have bone meal, it's going to take it a while to grow and stuff anyway. So, what's your preferred method? Mine used to be just slaughtering animals. And actually, my preferred method for slaughtering animals used to be flint and steel, and setting them on fire. And then when they dropped their loot, it would just be cooked meat. That was really quick and easy then. I wouldn't even have to go through the effort of cooking in a furnace. But now I can't really even do that even until I get a animal farm set up anyway. Once you have an animal farm set up, the funny thing is, if you get all the animals in your farm, you know, a pair of each animal, then you can go out and kill all the rest of the animals you want. It doesn't matter, because you can just go back home and breed more. Come on, game, I have 4 fish, only need 4 more. The good thing about fish is that even though they're not the best food for dealing with hunger, it does seem to last a while. Just get 8 fish, cook it with a piece of coal, and you're good for another caving adventure or whatever. And if you're just sitting around home building or whatever, you're good for quite a while. That's one thing I don't get about people setting up like wheat farms. I mean, I understand you need food and you need a reliable food source, but people will set up these huge wheat farms and just get stacks and stacks and stacks of wheat so they can have, you know, stacks of bread. And it's like, you don't need that much food at any given time. You really don't. I couldn't imagine how long a single stack of bread would last me. It seems like it would last me for like forever. And you don't even need that much wheat for animal breeding either. A single piece of wheat, I think, is enough to put an animal in love mode. So at most, to breed 2 animals together, you only need 2 pieces of wheat. There's so many improvements to this game that just aren't getting added in, and I wonder why. Like, fishing could be so much more improved by a simple addition of, like, giving you random things when you fish, like old leather hats or leather pants, or just random things like a piece of gold every now and then, just, you know, something. There used to be a mod for the Fool's House server that did that. It was a bucket plugin, I think. That made fishing so much more fun. I could sit there and fish all day for random crap. Stuff that I wouldn't even use. I had a whole chest full of like leather, half-used leather hats and pants, and I just kept doing it because it was fun. You know, plus for me, back then, leather armor, I mean, who wouldn't want free leather armor? I know I made plenty of use of it, even if it was already half durability and stuff. Free armor is free, whether it's half used or not. Unlike a lot of Minecrafters, I've never had a bias against using leather armor. The only reason I don't use it right now is because of the whole issue with cows not readily respawning and stuff. Come on, just give me one last fish game. Seriously. That's all I need is one more. Oh, let me guess. You're not going to give me one. Just light this up a bit. Not that I expect it to really stop enemies from spawning. But whatever. All I need is one more fish game, seriously. Thank you, finally. Seriously? Come on already. All I want to do is get back home. Get back home and sleep. Alright, so start to cook the fish. Oh, let's see. Well, I'll need the fish to cook before I can get on with the continued cave explorations. Hey, creeper. I hate you. Come on. I know you want my guts. Let's go. Stupid creeper. Move around the cactus, you idiot. Oh, you were retarded. Silly creeper is silly. Alright, so let's go take a look at our projects now that we're done dealing with the creeper. Alright, so a comment I got recently asked if I was going to build, or said I should build a wheat farm fairly soon, I guess for my food problem. But here's my projects I have so far, and I'm pretty much going to build every kind of farm you can build. Build a fort and a home within the fort. The fort's going to basically be a wall surrounding all of the other projects that I have going on here, or most of the other projects, I should say. Because the spider dungeon's off that way somewhere, way off that way in a cave, but this one's build a lighthouse. That's the lighthouse over there. That's where it's going to be, that dirt area, eventually. Build a dock and fishing spot. Don't really know where that's going to be at, either over there or probably over there. Build an animal farm or a barn. Don't know where that's going to be. That's going to be wherever all my other building projects are, out here in the desert somewhere. Build a wheat and sugarcane farm. These are actually going to be separate farms. Each farm is going to be separate. The wheat farm is going to be its own thing. The sugar farm is going to be its own thing. And then this one's going to be build a melon and pumpkin farm. These are each going to be their own separate buildings, melons, pumpkins. This one, of course, is build a tree farm, which I may or may not get around to since we have a forest right over there. I don't know if I'm going to get to that or not, but it's a possible project. And then this one's build an enchanter's library. Basically just an enchanting room. But it may just be an entire library anyway, because it's going to require bookshelves, so we'll see. Not that I may ever use it, but I'll probably build it. Build a potion laboratory. That's just mainly because potions are in the game. It's not because I particularly care about them one way or the other. Build another portal room. That's going to be actually one of my first projects to do. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is build another portal. I'm not really sure about the room. That might be later, depending on materials and stuff I want to build with it. But I'm definitely going to build a portal first, because I'm going to need glowstone and other things from the nether for building. Find a way to the end realm. That's probably going to be one of the last things I bother to do, because that will require a stronghold and all that. Renovate the caving base of operations. That's our place over there. I'll eventually work on that. Renovate spider spawner into a mob trap. That's over there as well. So yeah, I'm going to be building pretty much every farm there is to build. Even a spider mob trap sort of farm. But anyway, I just thought I'd review those projects because I had a comment on one of my recent videos here wondering what all I was going to do, and that's all I'm going to do is right there on that signboard. The reason I'm not getting to those building projects right now is because this is in the gathering phase. All of these projects, pretty much all of these except maybe something like the tree farm, are going to be in buildings, and buildings require materials to build with. And one of the materials that I'm really hoping to get is when I go to the nether, I hope I find another fortress or stronghold or whatever it's called, so that I can get another brick for building, as well as glowstone. I kind of want to avoid using torches for my building projects, depending on, you know, how available glowstone is in the nether that I end up in. I would really prefer to use glowstone for like light posts and chandeliers and buildings and stuff like that. I mean, I'll use torches where I have to, or if I want to accent something, but I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to use glowstone, but we'll see. Depends on how available glowstone ends up being. But anyways, all of these projects are going to pretty much require some building materials, and that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm cave exploring, both for materials such as iron and all that, but also for obsidian to make another portal to get to the nether, to get all that good stuff. So it's going to be a while before I actually get to the building specific phases of these projects. But I do plan to get to work on at least some of them. But we'll see. Anyways, fish is cooked. And I can drop off all the rest of this stuff. Alright. And next time we will head on back over to the caves and do some more spelunking. Hopefully in the next spelunking session we will get the obsidian, which will require diamonds to gather, and make ourselves another portal somewhere. I'm thinking maybe on the hill over there somewhere would be a good place, but I'm not sure. We'll find out later. Anyways, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. I am the Good Old Gamer. This has been more Minecraft official release on Good Old Risa. Next time, spelunking. Stay tuned for that. Bye for now.